Hi, hello, you beautiful souls. Thank you for joining me today. Carmen Delput here, and this is the energy update for this solar eclipse. It's a new moon on the 8th of April 2024. Now, this is such a powerful period because I just need to point this out again. The solar eclipse, it's an ignition, it's a new start, it's an ending. So we're ending a phase, an era of our lives, and we're stepping into a new era. So the energies I'll be talking about today is an ongoing theme. Some for the rest of the year and others for the next few weeks until mid-May. And of course, then it plays out. It is like with all endings, it is not a straight ending. An ending plays out. Okay, there are things that are solid endings, like when you've healed a trauma, it's a solid ending. When you've integrated it and done all the multidimensional work on it, it's an ending there. Okay, and I've seen this in my clients as well. Over the last 2 weeks, there's solid endings. They've literally moved on from it. They are now more empowered. So they are stepping into this new phase in their life where they have now this new wisdom, these new tools, this new knowingness of who they are, truly are, without those pains, traumas. And those traumas then, of course, shapes our beliefs about ourselves. So once all of that is cleared, done, healed, we step forward into the new. So I've really been seeing that happening for my clients in the last 2-3 weeks, maybe a little more, and seeing how beautifully they're making new decisions that's coming from a different place, right? So this is such a powerful eclipse. I've been sitting down here now for an hour trying to really feel into it because there's so much information in this. So I'm going to try my best to keep it simple and as short as possible. So they just said to me, when I say they, I mean my guides, my team in spirit, they just mentioned to me, I have to mention that this is a time of more accidents happening. So it can just be you being more clumsy, but be aware of that you need to slow down. We are in a slowing down phase, and to honor that and to not allow the mind, the ego to push you too far. Okay, we are meant to be slowing down because we are literally at this point now of there's two sides to this. Okay, there is, like I said, with my clients that are beautifully moving forward onto, they've done the healing, they're moving forward, they're moving up to a higher level of awareness and to the next level on their spiritual journey for this lifetime. So they've been doing the work. If you have not been doing the work, if you have been avoiding it, then this solar eclipse will ignite that, and you will be forced to go inward and to do the deep healing that's needed. Okay, and that can be very overwhelming. That can push you into the dark night of the soul. It can really, these are big energies. It can really open up some very unwanted emotions and experiences as well. Right. So at the moment, what I'm seeing is that this is bringing up information about yourself that you didn't know about yourself, So this is a new, it's like a new part of yourself that you are now maybe ready for or evolved into because of all the healing you've done. So just allow this to play out. Okay, so with these energies, there is this push-pull with this new information coming to you of a few things, of who you are now, what you are done with, what you want in your life next, as in this will be unfolding over the next few weeks. And then also what you're no longer willing to put up with. Boundaries really keeps coming up very strongly. So there is this push-pull between who you know you are and what you thought you wanted in life. And this new information is coming through. And it might be confusing, but it's not meant to confuse you. Just allow it to sink in. Because this might just be a little bit of information you need for something else that's coming up in the future. All right? So don't allow that to confuse you. And then, so since last week, well, since this eclipse period actually, there is this new understanding coming up of what you've been healing, what you've been working through. So we're talking specifically about inner child work or shadow work, what you've been working through. Those, it is mainly around self-worth, self-love, and how you thought you had to behave in this world due to how you were programmed as a child, by society as well. And this way you thought you had to show up in the world, this way you thought you had to present yourself, and that who you truly are should be suppressed, or you didn't even know you truly are anymore. So the healing we've been busy with is, and this is coming through strongly now, is this readiness to step into who you truly are. You are now worthy, and you are ready to love yourself enough, to be courageous enough to step fully into you, who you truly are. And you are now seeing, you're observing how all your life you've lived through this way of thinking that is how I should be, but that's actually not who I am at all. And so that's been playing out, and that's a big theme going forward as well now. This is very much about the root chakra, about how you feel you had to survive in this world for security, safety, and how you were giving parts of yourself, your energy away to others so that you can be accepted and loved. Or maybe you were just so confused that you didn't know how to stand up for yourself because you were not aware of who you truly are, and you needed that healing. Okay? And so the healing we're doing now, so we're stepping into this next phase of healing. And this next phase of healing is, or ascension I should call it actually, because we're moving to a higher awareness as we are healing. And this is how these deep wounds that we feel coming up. Now this can show up in many ways. It can just come up in ways you are feeling in a situation. You can feel something's coming up and there's something that needs attention. And this is linked to past lives. So we are now specifically, whatever we're healing now, what's coming up now, is specifically linked to past lives. And once we have done this phase of healing that we are stepping into now, we will be flying. Okay, we will literally be becoming the powerful beings we are meant to be, right? But this is an ever evolving process, as we know. So from all of this, there will be new wisdom coming through. So it's very important now in this eclipse period, which is until about the 25th of April, that we don't make any big decisions, because a lot of information will be coming through now for us, and we are gathering information. We are feeling how it feels, we might be doing research, and we are just letting it all settle in and allow it to unfold. But we're not making any big decisions yet, unless it's like an aha moment. Yes, this is it, this feels right, I'm going with this, then it's fine, okay? Because these energies are really about a deeper understanding of self, and it's also, as we get that deeper understanding of self, then the new opportunities become available as well, okay? Yeah. So yes, so you can be feeling a little bit frustrated at the moment, because we are being forced to slow down, and we want to get things done. But I'm seeing myself as well, there's so much happening. I keep being forced to slow down and just go with the flow, because we are closing out a chapter of our lives, and we need to slow down to close that behind us. And in this closing out of that chapter, we are also seeing how the emotions that used to rule us, or not rule us, our triggers, our big triggers, we are now understanding where it's coming from, or where it was coming from. And once we have that understanding of where that trigger comes from, we can go in and do the work there. But so as we're closing out this chapter, we've done the healing, we're closing it out, we need to slow down. And it's in this slowing down that this reset is happening. So remember, I did make a video on exactly what you need to do before and during the actual solar eclipse, because it's a reset, a life reset, okay? And I'm seeing this really coming up as well for many of my clients, is being more independent, but being more independent in a self-worth, self-love way, okay? But equally, it is also the realization with these very strong energies that we're going through, that sometimes we shouldn't be too independent. And if we have been too independent, then now will be the time for us to be courageous enough to ask for help, because so much is happening at the moment. So this really is the time to ask for help. But equally, if you are asking for help, you need to trust the person who you're asking for help, because there's no point asking for help and then not allowing it, okay? Because, and I see this quite often, people, I've got so many walls built up around them that I don't even know about, that they find it impossible to allow the healing, the guidance, the support. So make sure that you allow it. This is also a time now to reflect on what we have been learning through our experiences the last 7 years. So we are coming, this is the end of a 7-year cycle. We've been coming to the end of this 7-year cycle for a few months now. But this is a very good solar eclipse to reflect on what you've learned from where your growth was, your biggest growth was the last 7 years, and how it's impacted your root chakra, your stability, how it impacted your solar plexus, how you stand up for yourself, your boundaries, and how it's impacted your heart. Okay, the way you allow yourself to be vulnerable, the way you allow yourself to feel safe. And so just reflect on that. There's a lot there. I also put a post on social media today about this is very important now to sit down or go for a walk and just think of this. What gives meaning to your life? What does a meaningful life look like to you? And that will help you to get clear on where you want to be going. Okay, because this is another new year actually as well. The solar eclipse is stepping into not just a new year for this year, but it's a new beginning of a big new era in our lives. So what is meaningful for you? What gives meaning to life? And that can be a gauge for you of what you want and where you're going. Yes, so be very aware that information will keep coming in. This is, you'll be thinking, oh, you're receiving so much information and you're getting clear, but then more information comes in, and it can be like this push-pull that I mentioned about what to do. Yeah. Like I said, we are moving up to a higher awareness of ourselves, and in order to move up to the higher awareness of ourselves and the world and the universe, we have to go within, okay? And that's what keeps coming up. And only when we allow ourselves to go into all those uncomfortable places do we transcend. Okay? So I think, yeah, I think I've pretty much in a nutshell there for you. So be very kind to yourself, and I would really make a point now of have some form of journaling throughout the whole of April, because so much information will be coming through on a daily, almost, if not a daily, almost daily basis, okay? And we are stepping into a new era of our lives. So this is big. I mean, people are making big decisions at the moment. And we all are, to some degree, making some big decisions. So allow yourself to, one, ask for help if you need it. If you don't know where to turn or what's coming up inside, ask for help. To spend time being with yourself and only yourself. No social media, no distractions. And the best way to do that is either meditation or spending time in nature, or maybe Tai Chi, Qigong, or going for a long walk, and just being and not busy with anything, right? I will also highly recommend at the moment that you have a daily practice to center yourself, to ground yourself, so that you don't get pulled in too many directions with all these strong energies that's happening. Because remember, you're not the only one being influenced by these energies. Everyone around you are as well. And you never know how other people are going to react in these energies, or what's going to happen next in these energies. So have your daily practice that centers you, that connects you with your soul. Soul guidance, soul connection, team and spirit connection is core at the moment. And you can only maintain that if you have your daily practice. So my advice to you is journal every day if you can. Be aware of how your body is feeling, because our body is communicating to us all the time, right? And if you don't understand what these feelings in your body is, allow it to move through. If it moves through, it means that it's just something that had to be shaken off, or it is someone else's energies you're picking up, or the collective energy, right? So just be very aware of your body consciousness, because it will be guiding us beautifully in this time. So you might need some more time to sleep. Do that, because also in our sleeping time do we receive information, and our subconscious mind is putting things in the right order for us. Okay, so I hope you find this video helpful. If you like, please like, share, subscribe. If you need any help from me, you can book a free discovery call. Check out my programs on my website, carmendelpo.com. Just have a look at that. Sign up for my newsletter for all my latest news. I highly recommend my Higher Awareness program. That is really for you if you are ready to do the deep work, and all work is guided by your soul. Alrighty? And the Inner Child Healing program is exactly there for if you feel something is triggering you and you don't know what this is, and you know things are coming up, you don't know what to do with it, and or you check that program out. But feel free to book a discovery call. So I'm sending you all so much love. Have a magical, magical solar eclipse, and I'll see you soon. Bye.